Actually, Japan and Ethiopia had a long history of diplomatic relations. In 1930, November 15, we signed the Treaty of Amity and Commerce. So last November, we celebrated 90th anniversary of official diplomatic relations. And our diplomatic mission in Ethiopia was established in 1936. After the World War II, we resumed our relations in 1955. And we are very proud to have Emperor Haile Selassie as Japan's first official state guest after the war. And I think we have been enjoying a very good relations since then. Japan and Ethiopia share the same values: democracy, the rule of law, and open economy now. And I think our leaders are sharing the same view how the peaceful and prosperous country and region should be. So I'm very happy to work between Japan and Ethiopia. For the economic relations, JICA, the Japan International Cooperation Agency, has been also working very closely with Ethiopian people almost 50 years. In fact, next year is their 50th anniversary. In terms of trade, Ethiopia exports more to Japan than Japan's export to Ethiopia, mainly coffee and flowers, sesame, and some of the leather goods. And we export the cars and the machines, but I think we have even more potential to enhance these economic relations. The Japanese embassy has the program so-called Grassroots Human Security Grant Assistance Program. So the community people can request assistance to Japan. So we will provide, for example, the building primary schools or providing senior people's buildings, and then they are actually reflecting the voices of the people at the community level, and we're proud of that. In terms of the money spent for Ethiopian development, I think it is infrastructure building. For example, I went to Jimma Chida road improvement project opening. It is a huge project. We also have the water supply project in Bahar Dar. Those are big money involved. But also in terms of the numbers, we have various grassroots projects, as I mentioned, under this human security grassroots assistance. There is more potentials for the Japanese investors to come and do the business. We do have small leather makers or the Japanese restaurants. Now more and more people are interested in coming. In 2019, when we hosted Tokyo International Conference on African Development, there are a couple dozens of Japanese investors who are interested in coming to Ethiopia. Unfortunately, because of the COVID-19, they are not as active as we had expected, but we are hoping that this interest in Ethiopia will continue after this COVID-19 is over or managed. And towards the TICAD 8, which will be hosted next year in Tunisia, will be another momentum to increase the potential of the investment. At the same time, I think we would like to have improved investment environment for the Japanese investors, such as availability of the foreign currency or transparent improvement of the rules and regulations, and further cooperation for having more the trainings for the workers. You have a great potential. You have 110 million population, and you have vast lands and sleeping resources in this country. So I think in order to utilize this, you have to invite more FDIs. I think the government is doing a right thing for opening the foreign direct investment and making more accessible environment for the private sectors. And I hope this will continue, and then also selling the Ethiopia to foreign investors is very important. Our embassy is also taking a part in selling the potential and attractiveness of Ethiopian markets. We have a JETRO, Japan External Trade and Organization, so that the JETRO can connect between the Ethiopia and Japan, both in terms of the trade and the investment on both ways. So we can utilize JETRO, and also I think we can send a lot of information to the Japanese future investors about the potential of this country.